What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 3. I mean, as usual, I've been trying to play all of the Horizon games back to back just before Forza Horizon 6 comes out, and just to kind of see how they've improved over the years and what things they've brought out. So if you guys are enjoying the content and you want to see more stuff like this, and of course Forza Horizon 6, whenever that comes out, I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos on that. If you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, Forza Horizon 3 was a massive bump in quality when it came from Horizon 2 to this game. I feel like it's very much noticeable. Not only that, but this game also came out on PC, and this is how I'm playing it right now. Beautiful, crisp, really high FPS, really high frame rate. It is just lovely. However, we had this V12 that plagued this game. But it was the most powerful engine in this game, so literally anything in every car had this engine in it, if you wanted to have like a really fast car. But I mean, let's talk a little bit about this game and have a look at some of the features. The map, of course, is much bigger than Forza Horizon 2, much bigger. And if you have a look at the events on the map, there are loads of them. There are tons of events on this map compared to what Horizon 2 and Horizon 1 had to offer. Not only do we have the bucket lists return, you can have custom bucket lists, where people made their own stuff as well with whatever cars they wanted and doing their own things. Again, lots of different types of events, including now they brought out, instead of just the PR stunts being the speed zones and speed traps, we now have drift zones, and we also have danger sign jumps, which again, huge thing, very different to how Forza Horizon 2 was. And the map is much more open than Forza Horizon 2. I mean, we thought that Forza Horizon 2 was a big step up from Forza Horizon 1 when it came to how open the map was. But, I mean, the map here now is even more extreme in terms of how open it is. Like, there's no, like, fencing or anything that's holding you back. You can go literally anywhere. You can cut across these fields. I genuinely feel like a eliminated game mode, which obviously we didn't have until the later games, an eliminated game mode would probably even work on this map. You know what I mean? So it's that nice and open feeling that we obviously now know in Forza Horizon, 5. This is kind of where it started off, like properly started off, because again, we have had some serious openage, I guess, if you want to put it that way. This is the worst car to do stuff like this with, by the way. This Ford GT that I have here is a mental thing. I ended up driving this thing for a lot of different type of like PR stunts, and I remember messing with this car quite a lot in this game, let's just put it that way, and it was definitely a lot of fun, but I want to get off it. First of all, because it sounds horrific, and second of all, because I really want to just try and play with something else, something a little bit different that can also handle off-roading. There you go, fastest car in the game. It's this. It's the fastest car in the game. It isn't actually the fastest car in the game, but if you know that there is a glitch with this Range Rover, if you know about the glitch, then you know why this is the fastest car in the game, or one of the fastest cars in the game. Is it still bugged on this? Wait, whoa, where am I looking at? Is it still bugged on this? Are the cars still like doing silly speeds here? This is where we got the game on the PC for the very first time. Yeah, there's a Range Rover. This is where basically you had two of these, I think, going like face to face or something like that, and then you move out of the way. Basically, you make your car go at insane speeds after your tires or your wheels load up with a lot of speed somehow. I don't know. There was a bug with this game, but yeah. Because this game came out also on the PC, this is kind of where we first started seeing our very first cheers basically come onto the game and ruin some of the leaderboards. Kind of sucks, but at the same time, I mean, it wasn't as bad as it is nowadays, because this game only was out on the Microsoft Store. It wasn't actually out on Steam. I feel like the game being out on Steam makes it even worse, because it's kind of more open to more people to play the game, I miss this game sometimes. I still play it sometimes. Like, I'll hop on and I'll make a video or something like that, and I'll still play it sometimes. It's genuinely such a good game from before. Alright, let's look at some more of the features in this game. Of course, we now have a drone mode in this, which is very cool. Photo mode, obviously, we already had. A social tab, I mean, we have private sessions and and you know, all this community news, championships and all that sort of stuff, which doesn't really make too much of a difference. Forzathon is where this first started. This version of the Forzathon was a little bit different. We only had like 1 or 2 events in this. Or sorry, we had 4 events by the looks of things. But of course, it is now over. We don't really have the actual Forzathon, refreshing or anything like that. You can't even see what the older ones were. So it was like the very first stages of basically becoming the game that we have nowadays in Forza Horizon 5, which is very cool. We also have 2 DLCs, the Blizzard Mountain Adventure, and then we also have the Hot Wheels Adventure, which was very, very cool. I actually really like the Hot Wheels track on this one. It's a bit annoying that we got it again in Forza Horizon 5. Like, I wish that we had something new, but yeah, Blizzard Mountain was actually very, very fun. It was a bit different, right? It was like the Storm Island type of vibe, except it was all snowy, It was a little bit different. And then, of course, Hot Wheels was very, very different at the time, but nowadays, obviously, we have 2 versions of the Hot Wheels map, which is a bit unnecessary, if you ask me. Clubs. This is where we first started getting clubs, and I think we might be able to get back to this sort of club overview or look or whatever in the next game, because Microsoft/Xbox, they got rid of the Xbox clubs, or they basically made it so it's pretty much impossible to access them. I don't even know if you can do it on the Xbox. Can you even access the clubs on the Xbox? I don't even know anymore. But if I go and check out the clubs here, obviously you'll be able to see all of my members that are in all the clubs. You can see a club's leaderboard, which some of these people are obviously cheating. Or sorry, in the clubs, obviously you can see their levels are mental. But here you can see how good or how bad you've done during the week compared to other people. There's still a bunch of people in this club that are still playing the game. That's jokes. That is jokes. There's actually a few people that booted this game up over the past week. That's very sick to see. But yeah, again, clubs. This was like our very first view at clubs. I kind of prefer this, to be honest, than the Xbox clubs, because it's weird and you have to use like a different app to do anything. This is all just in game, which is much better. There's messages. You can join the club, quit, all that sort of stuff that's there. This also now let us have cars where you can just swap over to any car. We also have this where you can search for individual manufacturers. Actually, no, sorry, no, you can't search for individual manufacturers. Yeah, I think it's in Forza Horizon 4 that you can do that. So you still have to scroll across like this if you want to get to somewhere where you want it to get to, just like in Forza Horizon 2. But you can now get in the car. You can basically have the car delivered to you every single time you want to drive a car. You don't have to go all the way into the festival and then take the car out and then come back again. I feel like that was a bit of a nuisance, a little bit of an annoyance, I guess, for Forza Horizon 1 and 2. So now they made it a little bit more free, so you can just kind of, cruise around with some weird cars. It does cost you money in this, though. It does cost you 10 grand to do it. Also, skill points were a big thing in this. They ended up changing it, so we also have some skill points happening. There's a skill shop there. We have all of these instant reward ones, and then obviously these repeatable ones, which they get added onto your thing. But of course, these are all for your entire game. Whereas nowadays, obviously, they changed it so each individual car has its own skill points. That's very, very cool. Wheel spins obviously returned from the Forza Horizon 2 game as well. But the wheel spins in this were very, very similar. Even with the VIP bonus as well. Oh, do I not have the VIP bonus anymore? Wow, game. And yeah, you would have the drive attire lineup as well. These are the guys that will basically, I don't even remember what this is. I think it's like, oh yeah, it is. It literally says you. I was about to say, I think it's like bonus XP per week, but it literally says at the bottom, you earn bonus fans XP and credits at your festival based on the lifetime earnings of your drive attire. So I think these guys that appear in other races, I'm pretty sure, right? These are the guys that will earn you a little bit of passive income, which is kind of cool to see. And then the marketplace, obviously here. VIP's still here. Car Pass is still here. I have a bunch of different car packs that were released for this game. For whatever reason, I don't... Yeah, I have all these purchased. I don't remember, though. Okay. Yeah, all of these I have purchased, so I don't even know. The thing was, though, as well, at the very beginning when I first started playing this game, I did start playing it on the Xbox. So I played this game initially on like the console and it was worse. And then now I changed it over to the PC once I got like a good enough PC. And oh my god, the difference it made, it was crazy. And graphically, this game is actually very, very good. Like, it's a massive, massive difference, obviously, to Forza Horizon 2. I mean, even the game that came out on Xbox, like that version, was still a graphical like upgrade to Forza Horizon 2. But once I got it on the PC and I can max out the graphics, it was just... It's just a different game. Showcase events are back, I just went past one. Yeah, but the jumps and everything were so cool. And the map as well. I actually really enjoyed this map. We also got Rivals. I don't remember if we actually had Rivals in Forza Horizon 2. So, we now have Rivals. I don't even know if this is the best car to do this stuff with, but I just randomly picked. I randomly picked a random C-Class car that I had. This little Clio was here. Yeah, man. I genuinely playing this game is... just brings back so many memories, so many good memories, because this was a very, very fun game to play. And this was when I think my YouTube channel started blowing up with all the Forza content that I've been putting out. Because of course I was playing, a lot of Forza Horizon 2, and I was making videos on that. Except it's just a bit different playing that to this game. I feel like this game kind of blew up the old YouTube channel. I mean, Forza Horizon 4 had a massive impact, and I mean, obviously, so did Forza Horizon 5, obviously, but... And then this one kind of put me more on the map, I guess. Forza Horizon 3 was definitely it. Continue lapping. Let's do a nice clean lap. See where I can pump myself on the leaderboards. I mean, even the driving physics aren't even that bad in this game. I feel like it's definitely a lot better than 2, though. It's not overly different. It's not. I can't say like, you know, it's like two different games, like completely different games. They're still somewhat similar. But there is a noticeable difference in the driving physics. I feel like I've had also a couple of people in the comments of some of my previous videos, or at least one of my previous videos on the Forza Horizon 2 one, saying that the games started going downhill, like the Forza Horizon series started going downhill after Forza Horizon 2, and I'm here to completely disagree with you. Just because your game is... Your favorite game is Forza Horizon 2, just like mine is, doesn't mean that you cannot appreciate or say that the newer games are just better. Because they are. Come on now. Oh yeah, as well. The radio in this was also still very, very good. Really, really good. I can't play any music, obviously, but this was the final game where we actually had good music on the radio. I even remember like the trailer for this game. But yeah, this is definitely one of those games that I can't really fault that much, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously it had its own like issues, like small issues, but it was never like that much of a problem playing this game. Like cheaters weren't like a big thing in this game. I mean, we have, again, once they brought it out on the PC, this was like the very first Horizon that they actually brought out on the PC. So what they've had before this was they tested out Forza Motorsport 6. And they brought Forza Motorsport 6 Apex. I remember it was what it was called. And I brought that out on the PC just to test it out. It was like a miniature Forza Motorsport 6 that they brought out on the PC. And I remember playing that, I was like, this is very, very sick. And at the time, I didn't really have like that great of a computer, but it's still like performing better than it was on console. And I was like, this is very, very sick. And then after that, they brought out, you know, Forza Horizon 3, which is very, very sick. Oh yeah, where do I put myself in the world? Let's see here. I am top 1% with that little Clio. What time did I even get? It's like 54 seconds, wasn't it? Or am I? 744. Look at that. After all this time, I came back to do it right away. Yeah. I miss this game. It is a little laggy. You see it like lagging away. The longer I have the game open, it feels like it's a little bit laggy. I don't know why it's like that right now. You see it like kind of skipping a little bit. This obviously didn't happen with Forza Horizon 4 or 5, and I don't know if this is just it's doing it now randomly or what the deal is. So it is kind of like skipping ahead, or trying to like skip ahead. I don't know. Very weird bug. Alright boys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry about the lower like energy type of video, but I am sick. I got the flu again, somehow. I don't know how, because I'm sick like once every like 5 years, if even that, and then I managed to get sick twice this year. Very annoying. But yeah, I do have the flu, so I'm a little bit under the weather. So if I do sound like I'm about to fall asleep, it's probably because I am. But I wanted to bring this video out for you guys today. It's yeah, I wanted to play this game, honestly. Alright, thank you for watching everybody. I will be back with Forza Horizon 4 in one of the next videos, and yeah, hopefully I get better soon, so I can, you know, not sound like I'm about to die. Alright, I'll see you guys there. Goodbye everyone.